start inside our equipment room. This is our machine room, right? Where we have our bike, we have our rower, an air bike, and a cross-country skier. And so this is where we do most of our machines. We have a couple more out there. We have a skater and a mountain climber, but there just isn't enough room in here, right? So what we're going to do today, folks, is cardio. It's the day after our play day, so we've had a bit of a rest. Missy's still feeling her challenge day where she went after her shoulders pretty hard, right? She went for a maximum best effort press and still a little sensitive. She got into the, tearing some muscle fiber there and stuff, some microfiber. So it's just healing. So we're staying away from upper body today in our cardio. We're just going to hit the legs. We're going to do a bike in a box. And the format is going to be 5 minutes on the bike at a race pace, which means a pace you can, it's kind of like a time trial where you would try and cover as much ground as fast as you can in 5 minutes, all right? And then we're going to get off the bike. We're going to take you with us into the other part of the I-MOOVE Center, and we're going to do a box. And so we're going to go for 3 minutes on the box where we'll do 40 seconds go, and we're going to go with a high intensity, and then we're going to take a rest for 20 seconds. Then we're going to go another minute, same way, 40 seconds hard, 20 seconds rest, and then we'll do the third minute, same way. Okay, so after 3 minutes, we're back in here again, and we start that whole cycle over again. 5 minutes in our machine room, 3 minutes on the box. We'll do that 3 times. And so when I get Missy's report card, we're going to look for, 1, we stayed away from upper body. So that's giving her a break. 2, we're looking for cardio, right? And so we're using the big muscles of the lower body to make that happen. I'm going to try and find that sweet spot because I don't want to just spin idly, right? Just moving your legs fast with no resistance doesn't mean you're going fast, right? You have to find some resistance, and you have to find a cadence you can maintain for 5 minutes. That's just an experience thing over time, right? And I've ridden a lot of bike in my life, right from the time I was a kid, right? That was our only mode of transportation. Back then, our parents never drove us around anywhere, very, very seldom. If we were going somewhere, we were going under our own power, right? So that's just over time you get to learn that, right? All right, so here we go. 5 minutes, right? So now I got to try and either catch up to Missy, stay ahead of Missy. When you're in a race, that is kind of your motivation, right? Is trying to make sure you don't want to get your ass handed to you, right? So there's always somebody faster in the race or somebody you're trying to catch, you know what I mean? You always have that in your head. I hated being passed. It's just one of those things, right, in my world. And I can truthfully say, I don't think in a race that I was in my short triathlon career that I ever got passed in a race. I did a lot of passing. For some reason or another, I could ride a bike, and I was really strong on it, right? I got passed a lot in swimming. And I could hold my own in running, but I caught a lot of people on the bike. But I had to because I was way behind coming out of the pool. I didn't grow up swimming a lot. So I didn't have that base, right? But I did ride a lot. So the idea...
Never been a speed person.
Well, this is a power person, right?
Yeah.
Right now I'm trying to generate power and keep a decent cadence, right? So what's happening here?
I'm a speed person since I-MOOVES. Now I'm beating my car.
I'll catch her.
Of course, he's always ahead of me, right?
Whatever she knows.
Because our bikes are stationary and he's in front of me.
She knows in the back of her mind that I'm coming. And so she's going to go, I'm going. You ain't catching me, and I'm going. I'm catching that girl. I got 40K to do it. And she's going, oh no you're not. And then the determination kicks in. And the training, right? Because that's where all the talking in the world don't matter. It's you and the bike and the road. So what we're trying to do is pre-exhaust our legs, so when we hit that box, we're already tired, right? Get off. We'll reset the camera and then we'll start the box.
And you're going to set the timer
Yeah.
as well.
I'll be ready to go as soon as you're in position. Now, the timer is set for 40 seconds. Go, 20 seconds rest. Missy, you can take whatever time you feel you want. Once the start button goes, if you want to take an extra 5 seconds or 10 or whatever you feel, right? These are all just guidelines, folks. And this is a load. Trust me, there'll be cardio in this practice. We've got about 40 seconds left. Feel the power in my legs that it's generating right now. I found that sweet spot, right? I can drive like this. My cardio's up a little bit, but it's capable of holding this pace. Okay, so there we go, folks. That's the first leg of the cycle. We got 3 legs.
Okay.
First leg of the box. Here we go. You tell me when you're ready. This one was, really high intensity. Really an 8 or 9. On a scale of 1 to 10, right? Like I say here, take the rest you need. Start when you're ready. Okay? And you stop when the next beat goes, like you have to the start beat. Now the skaters always bitch here. You never really can go as fast. It's like that. And it's just the start. It's not more. All right. I can do the same. I'll go this way. breath. Whoa. All right, that's it for that leg.
Oh,
So, now we hit back into the box. Or sorry, the bike. Into the bike.
all right. Okay, that's a nice surprise. Okay.
So folks, we're back. Second leg of the bike, all right? So, here we go, 5 minutes. I gotta take it up just a bit. That's better.
I do it even a bit more.
No, let's stop more. I can see all of you now. Your head was cut off there. Okay, so now my legs are warmed up, and I'm feeling right now that that's a little too easy of a pedal and not enough power. So I'm going to change one gear and hold that as long as I'm capable, right? And I'll back it off when it starts to get too slow and I'm losing power, right? Just so Missy gets a feel for what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, right? To find that sweet spot. Between power and RPM, between speed and power, right? When I start feeling a deader leg and my ability to generate power drops off, then I'll back it up a gear, okay? Okay, we're in the middle leg here, folks, of our duathlon. It's bike and box. If we wanted a triathlon, I guess we would include the air bike. Maybe one day we will, but Missy's upper body was needing a little break. Or I would have done it this time. Air bike with no legs, right? Just arms, chest and back. And that would be our triathlon. Or we could go over to the row. It's another way to do it. Maybe one day we will do it. A challenge, a triathlon challenge. Okay, last minute. The middle leg. Cardio, babe.
Sweating.
That's what we're after. We can move the heater out of here. We don't need it anymore. Alright, folks, second leg of the bike. Okay, folks, here we go. We tried balancing, that's why Missy's saying that. In this case, it's really, a little bit imbalanced. And I chose to start front, because that's really what I use most. But I don't want to neglect this one. Right now, I'm not. Alright, folks, back out. Hit that intensity level. Hit that button. 8, 9 out of 10. Let's go. I want you to remember this moment when I'm doing my talk at the end of this practice. Remember this feeling. Alright, folks, let's rock.
Awesome.
Quick transition, here we go. Last leg of the bike, folks. Again, I'm going to find that power range, power to RPM range. That ratio.
Now the faster you go, the more distance you cover, correct?
Oh yeah, because I've got it in heavier gear.
Okay, because when I look at my speed, when I have it a little lighter, I seem to go faster.
Well, then the power you generate is what I'm talking about. It'll drop off, right? So right now my power's dropping off, so I gotta back it up. All right? And now I can tell I'm going a little quick. But when my power's good, it'll be the other way around. Depends on my ability to produce power. All right, folks, last one. Here we go. Never forgetting I'm trying to catch Missy. So right now that's my motivation. I can see I'm gaining a little bit. For sure I don't want to pull him away. The last leg of the race. Ah, 2 minutes. That's it, folks. Last leg. All right, here we go. Finish up on the blocks. All right, here we go, babe. This is it.
All right.
Part of our races, you know.
Whoa, almost there.
This is for those who want to be well and age and stage gracefully, maintain your health, your well-being, your vitality, your spirituality, your sexuality, everything that goes into the gifts that make us human. This is I-MOOVES. All right, folks? Take it away, Missy.
The box really surprised me today. We've done bike and box before, and Michael coined the phrase respect the box. And I do respect the box. And today I felt I was able to keep my pace all the way through. I really enjoyed it. A couple of times I had to just make sure that I wasn't too far off center. But mostly I felt determined. And one of the things that was really significant for me was where my gaze was focused. In yoga philosophy, we call it drishti, where your object of attention is focused. And there was a light that was shining and reflecting off of the vapor barrier that was right in front of me. It kind of looks like this golden light in the distance. And I was just doing my box aimed at that golden light. And when my attention was fixed on that, it was really profound how whatever was going on in my body, it was only cooperating. The feelings that I had were that they were just knowing what they needed to do for me to move towards that golden light. You know, I really felt like I understood that this was a cardio practice. And so I needed to make sure that I was pushing myself.
Nice, atta girl.
And so I alternated between the lower gear and the higher gear. And did just, had a really good sweat on. I would say that the cardio part was definitely stronger with the box than it was with the bike. And I think that's to be expected, correct?
Yep.
Right. So I really enjoyed the practice today. It was good. As Michael said, I had no idea what I was doing to myself when I challenged myself that way, because I really have a strong sensation lingering here. But, at the beginning of the bike ride, it was bothering me because there's a certain kind of way that my hands are gripping, and then my upper body weight is kind of pushing into the handlebars. But over the period of time, it passed, and I really didn't think of it again. In fact, when I finished the practice, I thought, oh, did it get better? And I checked in. It was pretty much the same, but I hadn't noticed it. So that was awesome. I just totally got taken in by the practice. As Michael says, some practices you lead the practice, and some practices they lead you. So today I think it was a bit of both. The bike led me and I led the box.
Nice.
Yeah, I felt like I was in command over the box. And I've had a little bit of empathy for Michael because his box is so high up. But then again, his
longer legs, right?
His legs are longer.
I watched Missy from my point of view, and like she said, she really was, her intensity level was there, folks. And so this is the point that I make because I'm with her a lot. We're building, our life, our I-MOOVE channel, a lot of things together, right? And I know the specialness of her. So as far as the practice goes, it was built for cardio, and it exactly took me, I actually had to go outside and catch my breath, fresh air. I needed that little space to walk it off, which I don't generally get into that zone that often. In a cardio practice, I would seek that zone, right? And we got there today. So a beautiful cardio practice, and it spared Missy the upper body, right? So tomorrow we'll get a little bit of upper body, but we did target her beautiful butt, her legs, her calves, right? The insides, folks. Life is going to get better for you, I guarantee it, folks. You stick along what we're doing here, and you'll just upgrade yourself, and that's always a good thing.
One thing I find really interesting, I'm really out of breath for those 20 seconds, right? and I haven't fully recovered. But when I get started once again on the box, the breathlessness is kind of nowhere in view. And it's really surprising how, even though when I reinitiate the moves, I'm still out of breath, it doesn't matter. I can just push through. So that was really interesting to observe. The other thing I'd like to add is that in terms of what Michael was saying, what I feel is really significant about all of this is that when we age and sage, I have this new verb, to sage. It means that as we age, we become wiser. We become more in touch with the true purpose of our life and our opportunity to serve our Maker by fully embodying our potential. What I feel to say is that it shouldn't fall off that we work every day for that youthfulness, for that strength, for that playfulness and joy of being able to inhabit an ageless body that's saging every day. So the point is that we can never be satisfied just because of what we did last week or 2 weeks ago. Every day we're required to show up and be in touch with this vehicle because it's the one carrying us through our life. It's always changing, and we have a conscious part to play to make sure that it changes with our blessings rather than our unconscious demise. So this would be my blessings for all my fellow beings. May we sage. May every day that we age one more day, one more month, one more year, one more decade, may we come more and more in touch with the sage within that recognizes that this life is for me and I am for my life. For life itself is all permeating, and when we serve the purpose of our own life truthfully, we are serving the purpose of the all-permeating, all-pervading, omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent life. Seeker of truth, you have come.
So folks, till next time, another successful I-MOOVE practice.
Seek and ye